Imagine the scene. You're at home, relaxing, maybe scrolling on your phone, maybe looking for something new to watch. And suddenly you come across a piece of news that makes your heart race. It's not just any news, it's something that thousands, maybe millions of fans around the world have been waiting for over the years. Yes, we are less than 30 days away from one of the most anticipated moments in recent anime history. The premiere of the third season of One Punch Man, and if you're a fan of the most powerful, most ironic bald hero of all time, you know exactly the weight of what I'm saying. This isn't just another random anime getting a continuation. No, this is a cultural phenomenon that broke borders, that conquered hardcore manga fans as well as people who had never watched anime before in their lives. But along with all this hype comes a flood of questions, rumors, and half-truths, with official information mixed with speculation that often leaves fans more confused than informed. When exactly will it premiere? At what time? On which platform? Will there be English or Portuguese dubbing? And most importantly, will this season actually live up to the gigantic expectations that have been building over the years? Because let's be honest, One Punch Man is not just any anime. It's a work that started almost as a parody and ended and now let's get to the main. In Colombia, for example, fans will get to watch it at 9:45 a.m. In the Dominican Republic, it will be an hour later at 10:45 a.m. In Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, and Chile, the episode will air at 11:45 a.m. A comfortable time for those who like to marathon shows on a Sunday. Fans in Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Mexico will have to wake up earlier because for them it's coming at 8:45 a.m. In Peru, it's at 9:45 a.m. In Bolivia and Venezuela at 10:45 a.m. For Brazil, same as Argentina and Chile, it's set for 11:45 a.m., which means you can actually enjoy your Sunday lunch with the bald hero back on screen. In Spain, the premiere will be at 4:45 p.m., which is a perfect afternoon time slot for fans to wrap up their day with some epic action and humor. And for those in Miami or other U.S. regions on the same time zone, the release is scheduled for 10:45 a.m. In other words, almost everywhere in the world, fans will be watching nearly simultaneously, making this a true glob. But and speaking of peace, so the short answer, watch it on Crunchyroll. But the longer, more realistic answer, we'll probably also see it coming to Netflix down the line. Which, let's be honest, makes perfect sense since the first two seasons are already there, and yes, including the dubbed versions. And that leads us right into another hot question. Will the third season be dubbed in Portuguese? Oh, sadly, the official answer and yes. I know this frustrates a lot of people, especially because the Brazilian and Latin American dubbing audience is massive and passionate. But we also have to acknowledge that dubbing a project of this scale is not a quick job. It requires careful adaptation, casting, recording, and censing. So it is no surprise it won't drop at the same time as the subtitled version. Patience will, and since patience is what we're talking about, let me take this moment to ask you once again, if you've stayed with me this far, it means you truly care about One Punch Man and are following every detail. So take a second and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and smash the like button. I'll keep bringing you updates, reviews, curiosities, and even theories for each episode. And this is the only way you'll make sure you don't miss out. And hey, drop a comment below telling me which country you ray from, and what time the episode will premiere for you. It'll be awesome to see fans from all over the now. But between us, I don't think it'll be just and that takes us to the bigger question. What should we expect from Season 3 of One Punch Man? If you've read the manga, you already know that things are about to escalate in a way we've never seen before. The Monster Association arc is going to take center stage, bringing colossal battles, new characters, and jaw-dropping moments. Saitama himself, who always seems untouchable, will face situations that might not challenge his strength, but will push him emotionally, and the season will also give more spotlight to beloved Characters like Genos, Tatsumaki, Guru, and many others, the action will be heavier. Darker at times, but it won't lose that trademark humor that makes One Punch Man unique. And that's why, despite all the criticism the production has already faced, especially with the studio changes and concerns about animation quality, the hype remains enormous. Because deep down, what we really want is that feeling of surprise, of impact, of unexpected laughter that only Saitama can deliver. And here's my final reflection before wrapping this up. One Punch Man isn't just about a bold hero who defeats any enemy with one punch. It's about the monotony of modern life, about the search for meaning, about how even someone with absolute power can still feel bored and empty. It's about us, about how often we have everything and still feel like something's missing. That philosophical layer, hidden between the jokes and explosions, is what makes this work so special. So, mark the date, October 5th, 2025. Set your alarms, gather your friends, marathon the earlier seasons, because the caped bald hero is finally coming back. And I want to follow all of it with you here on this channel. If this video helped you, if it got you more hyped, then do me and this community a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Share this video in your anim groups, drop your country in the comments, and tell me how you're planning to watch the premiere. I'll be reading and replying because the best part of this journey is experiencing it together. And don't worry, I'll be here, strong and steady, bringing reviews, theories, curiosities, and yes, even the controversies that will surely pop up. You won't be alone in this wait or throughout the season. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Honestly, it shows that you're a passionate, dedicated fan, and it's thanks to people like you that I keep creating this kind of content. So here's my invitation, come back, watch the next videos, and let's make this One Punch Man season one of the most memorable ever. Because in the end, it's not just about watching an anime. It's about being part of a community, about sharing emotions, about laughing, being moved, and being surprised together. And that's exactly what we'll keep doing here. See you in the next video.